What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of ThirdEyesCyphs. I hope this sounds okay. I am trying to distance myself from this mic because I didn't notice. Okay, well, last week's episode, I noticed that I was too close to the mic, and it was so funny because even in the beginning I was like, let me move closer to this mic, and it was already way too close to the mic. But if, I don't know, maybe I should play it back before I upload it more often. And I also still had it set to like a 2-person setting when I had Justin on. So that could also really be part of it. But how are you guys doing? Welcome back to another episode. It's so funny. I don't realize how many people are actually going to listen to this when I record it until I actually see how many people end up listening to these episodes. So, hi, welcome. I'm Natalia, the host of this wonderful podcast. And I got a cool episode for you guys. It's going to be pretty random stuff, but no set. You're going to learn stuff in here. Don't worry, guys. But it's not like, a set lesson or anything, as sometimes I do. It's kind of like a continuation, maybe, of last week's episode. If you didn't listen to last week's episode, it is about aliens, guys. If you guys want to hear some crazy stuff, listen to last week's episode. It's called Aliens, Hybrid Children, and I don't know what the heck I put else after this. Oh, and, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I don't even see. Look at this. I don't even know what I even put in my own titles. Anyways, we do talk about aliens, some personal experiences I've had with them, about what I know about them, and some other stuff. I'm gonna touch. I noticed I forgot to mention some stuff, so I'm gonna mention a little bit, but I'm not gonna keep going on aliens, guys. That was last week. I am gonna mention kind of something that I forgot to mention, and then it's gonna kind of ease us into what we'll be talking about today. So, without further ado, first, it is time for your weekly checkup. How are you doing? How are you? Think about it. Sit with me right now. Come on, let's sit in this space. Let's sit in this space with some East Forest. He just released the Ram Dass album, but instrumental. So you know that every time Ram Dass would come on, feature in this episode randomly, and I would change it because it would distract me. Now we got the instrumental version, so let's sit in this space and oh wait, well, there's copyright. I think there's copyright problems here. Well, let's not sit in this space. Let's just pretend we don't hear it at all. But let's sit, right? Think about, how are you doing? How have these last few days gone? How have these last few weeks gone? How are you doing? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you drinking enough water? Are you getting enough rest? Are you being your truest, authentic self? Are you speaking your truth? Are you working hard towards your dreams, your goals? Are you overworking yourself? Are you giving yourself space? Are you being creative? Are you inspired? Think about it. Are you eating healthy? How does your body feel? How is your body feeling after, you wake up? Do you feel more tired? Do you feel kind of sick in your stomach from what you ate yesterday? I know I do. I always do that. I hate doing that, honestly. I know I ate crap like the night before. Not really. It's not even crap. It's just, I get the munchies, guys, and I overstuff myself with a whole bunch of random stuff because I have the munchies, and then I pass out and I feel sick. It's horrible. It's a horrible habit. But I do try to eat before 10 o'clock because after 10 o'clock, okay, so if you guys don't know, so our bodies, different parts of our bodies run at certain different times. So in the daytime, some major organs are, working their hardest, that's when they're the most active. And then kind of in the midday, some other organs are the ones that are the most active. So it's kind of interesting. Oh my God. An important update has been installed. Okay, leave me alone. I don't want to make Bing my home. Whoever made Bing, whoever kept Bing as their home search, you don't really get anything on there. You search something on Bing, you're not going to find it. But anyway, do you remember when Bing was a thing? I think it was like a commercial that would come on. Oh man, I don't remember. I remember when they first created Bing and it was like this thing, and then it just died because it sucks. It sucks, guys. But what was I saying? Yeah, anyway, so I try to eat before it's 10 p.m. because apparently at 10 p.m., you know, your digestive system doesn't really, I think it's like not really so much active. So if you go to sleep and with a full stomach after 10 p.m., your body's not going to digest it. It's just going to sit in your stomach because your digestive system doesn't start until maybe 6 a.m. or something like that. So if you wake up early, you notice that okay, this is the first thing you should do. As soon as you wake up, drink a glass of water. That is the first thing to do. That is so good for your health, because once you wake up, that is when your digestive system is the most active. And not only is it the most active, but once you drink water, it's going to recognize that you're putting something in your stomach when it's most active. And not only that, it is water. So it is going to aid your digestive. So anything that you ate the night before or anything that's just sitting in your stomach, that water is just going to like kind of mix in with it, and it's going to it's gonna digest it way easier, and then you're gonna run to the bathroom or something, or drink tea. Water or tea could definitely help with that. But yeah, are you drinking water? Are you taking care of yourself? I'm trying to. I'm working on it. I just bought a whole bunch of stuff, man. So you guys know there's been these fires happening here in California. I'm coughing today. I've been blowing my nose for 2 days, and I mean, I don't see any like ashes or anything, but I'm definitely way more congested than I usually am, and I'm not sick. It's literally, I'm pretty sure it's the air quality here. There's a website you can look on here that it tells you how the air quality is, if it's healthy, if it's safe. Literally, it's been unhealthy for like the past week. It says unhealthy, like to wear a mask when you go outside, because it's unhealthy air quality. And then it got to a point where it was hazardous. So there's parts in close to San Bernardino and also close to San Francisco, those fires that have hazardous air quality, that they can't even go outside. Like, it's worse than unhealthy. Like, we're at unhealthy, but even worse than that is hazardous. And there's tons of places right now that have hazardous air quality, and I feel for those people. I really do. I put something in my story about how, you know, we only have it's only 6% contained here, and you know, 50,000 acres are gone. Finally today I can see blue skies. I can see the sun. It's been pretty cloudy here because of the smoke. I did a little photography collection from my phone, not from my camera, that I posted on my page. That it was just kind of, it was exciting for me. Okay, guys, you know, you Cali people, you're used to this stuff. I'm not. This is my, I mean, I've been here. This is my second year. Is it my second year? It's gonna be my third year in California, but I never lived, like, I lived in Long Beach and I lived in South LA, but now this is the closest I've lived to the mountains, and I can see it from my house. My whole neighborhood was full of smoke one day. It was horrible. We couldn't even go, like, we went outside because we had to, but I wore a mask, and I like wore like 2 masks. It was horrible. It doesn't even do anything. You could barely see. Your eyes are burning. You could see the whole area filled with smoke. Like, it looks like fog, but it's not fog. It's smoke. It was crazy, but it was super exciting for me because it was my first experience like that. I know it's not great, but you know, it was a new experience, so of course I'm going to be excited. I was excited in Pennsylvania when tornadoes were happening, when there were signs of tornadoes and tornado warnings. There was a tornado warning when I visited Pennsylvania. It was awesome. So I get excited for it. I especially love weather stuff, guys. I know wildfires, it really has to do with the weather, but it's kind of like a natural thing. I mean, maybe it's not a natural thing, but you know, I like new experiences, all right, even if they're not fantastic. I enjoy them. So anyways, let's just get right into this episode. Okay, I'm gonna pull a card from you for you guys live. I got a new deck. So my aunt, she hooked me up. She is a tarot reader. I love her. If you listen to this, I highly doubt you will, but if you listen to this, I love you, and thank you so much for these cards. So she sent me a tarot deck, my first tarot deck. It's called Tarot Grand Lux. That's not what I'm pulling from, because of course I'm not gonna pull from tarot deck. And then she got me like a tutorial deck where it's like another tarot deck, but it tells you what each card means, which is awesome. So I'm going to be learning those. And then I'm going to be doing some tarot readings for you guys. Not on the podcast, but I'll probably do private sessions. And you guys could hit me up about that, but that's later after I mastered the cards, okay? But she did give me an oracle card deck, guys, and it's called The Universe Has Your Back. Now, this deck is beautiful, okay? It's by Gabrielle Bernstein, and it's just amazing. The art is beautiful. It's watercolor. I love watercolors, if you know me personally. I think they're so beautiful. The art is so beautiful. And I feel so connected to these cards, and you know, they're actually just affirmations. They're not, you know, how I pull a card, I'm like, okay, this card means blah, 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 but there is a sense of that. It's not just an affirmation. There's a sense of a message from the universe. It's very interesting. Like, it is an affirmation, but it's also a message. It's very interesting. So I really like these. I definitely feel uni in these. Of course, uni's everywhere, but I don't know, just smudging these cards today and, you know, shuffling them, putting my energy into them, I feel so connected to them. I think they're so beautiful, and I'm really excited to pull a card for you. Oh, look, it's 11:11. Look at, hi, uni. Everybody say hi to the universe. So yeah, I'm gonna pull a card for you guys, and then we'll jump right into this week's episode. So again, thank you for tuning in. You are listening to ThirdEyesCyphs, and yeah, let's begin. So let me just tune in. All right, Uni, what you got for us? What you got for us? What do my lovely listeners need to know? What do they need to know? Please tell me. Who is listening to this that needs to know what you are about to say, huh? Who needs to hear this? What are you gonna say? What do you got for us, huh? What do you have for us? I hope I don't get in trouble for copyright issues. Okay. Let's see what you got for us, Uni. Oh my gosh, I could cry right now. I haven't read all of these cards, guys, but this is my first time looking at this card, and I could cry right now. It says, I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. Do you hear this, guys? And the art on it is like, it's just like an owl. It's like a line drawing of an owl, but it looks beautiful. There's like a light purple coloring, watercoloring over him, and then it's surrounded by like these black scribbles. So like around the card is a frame of black scribbles, and then just a single owl in the middle, and it says, I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. This is freaking beautiful, guys. This is amazing. I love these cards. I'm so happy right now. Okay, why am I so happy about this card? Well, I do whatever it takes to get to consciousness. That's just, I don't know. This is great. Why? Because we're going to be talking a little bit about uni today. We're going to be talking about the universe. We're going to be talking about consciousness. And this is going to be a little bhakti episode. Actually, I don't know. I want to do like a bhakti video. Oh, so, okay, wait. This is an announcement, guys. I just want to announce this real quick. I recently just got a whole bunch of equipment to live stream from my camera. So I want to do more live streams on YouTube. If you guys don't follow me on YouTube, it is World of Natalia. And I want to do live streams. I can't live stream directly from my video camera, but I did get equipment to hook up my video camera to my computer so I can live stream from my camera, so it's way better video quality. So I'm going to be doing weekly arati, which is basically evening prayer. And I mean, we're not going to like pray together or anything. So what a lot of temples do that I watch, and it's basically because you can't be there in the temple for the evening prayer. So they do their whole ritual and everything, but it's live streaming it. So they're not talking to you guys directly. It's more like there's a camera on the altar, and then they just kind of do the ritual and they pray by the altar. So that's what it's gonna be. I'm gonna probably do it on Wednesdays maybe, or Thursdays, or I don't know. I'll decide. I'll let you guys know on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's Natalia of Earth, Natalia of Earth. I am trying to get World of Natalia, guys, so if you can report whoever has World of Natalia is not an active page, and eventually Instagram will clear it out and I could get the username. I've tried writing to them, asking them for the username, but it's not active. Nobody's on it, so they're not answering me. I'll even buy it from them if they want, but nobody's answering me, so there's nobody on it. But yeah, anyways, so I'm gonna announce it which day I decide to do it, and it's gonna be nice. You're gonna have some kind of like, it's not something you have to watch. You could just play in the background while you do your own prayer, while you do your own spiritual practice, and that's what I do with the temples. It's really nice. I put it in the background when I'm just doing crafts or something. It's very relaxing and I love it so much, so I want to start doing that. I just got a new table for my temple, oh my gosh, for my altar. I mentioned that last week. And yeah, I also got a new desk. I was gonna record this at the desk, but I feel like I like looking at my altar when I record these episodes. So anyways, so yeah, we're gonna be talking about the universe today, guys. And it wasn't really anything specific. It was kind of something that I came to the full realization of yesterday. So we're in the new moon right now. It is a new moon. Welcome to the new moon. This is a great time to put your intentions out there, what you want for the next month. Just kind of refresh, set new goals for yourself. Start new projects, things like that. This is a great time for this. So I did this money spell. My roommate gave me. She has like this money spell oil, and I did this whole money spell, and as I was doing it, I was realizing like how easy it was to do it, because way before this, I was very into manifestation. Like I can easily manifest stuff now, but I was actively manifesting things back in 2016. Like I was purposely trying to affirm things into my life, to manifest things, i.e. California. I had California stuff everywhere. I was really trying to manifest my own apartment in Los Angeles, and I created that. I actually ended up getting my own apartment in Los Angeles. But ever since I started getting everything that, I was trying to manifest, I stopped actively manifesting because it wasn't, I kept wanting more. I was getting what I wanted. And once I had it, I was satisfied, So I wasn't like, oh, I want more. Of course I want to travel, but it's not like I'm like trying to actively like, I want to travel, kind of manifest it. Cause I'm very comfortable at the moment. But right now I'm working towards bigger things. But before, last year I was like, oh, I got my apartment, I'm set, I wasn't trying to, create anything. But now, I am trying to create things, because now I'm at the point, I'm at a great position in my career. Look at this, in my career. I have a career. And I see, a wide amount of opportunities for me to create a lot of money, or like a lot of abundance, and I just have to be open to that in my life. And this goes for any of you. You just have to be open to it and allow it into your life. So I was realizing that, I have all these opportunities, but I'm not trying to actively input them in my life. I see them available, but I'm not really trying to, put it in my reality. So that's what I decided this new moon, that I'm going to try to actively create this kind of situation for myself, because now I'm at the point where I have a great job, right? I'm the manager of a yoga studio. That is up there for me. I know it's not, I'm not a yoga studio owner. I don't own like a corporate, like I don't want to do any of that. I wasn't even planning on being a yoga studio manager, but it's a great position, like for me. So now I don't really care for work, I care for work. I love my job, but I'm not trying to create anything more out of my job. I don't want to be a yoga studio owner. I don't want to do anything of that, but I do want to travel. I do want to write. I do want to do more with this podcast. I want to do more with myself. I want to do more with my spiritual practice and sharing it with other people. So now I'm just kind of trying to create that. How am I gonna, continue to bring my spiritual practice into other people's lives and live off of it, right? So anyways, that's what I've been kind of thinking of. And as I did this money spell and, creating all of this, I started listening to affirmations again, like video affirmations. And I did this years ago, again, when I was trying to create abundance and this millionaire mindset I was in. And I was listening. I went to sleep with them. I was listening to them while I was working yesterday. And I listened to a video that the affirmations were perfect because I absolutely resonated with them. I believe it. And this is why affirmations work for me and I can manifest so easily. So a lot of people want things, right? But they don't feel that they deserve it. They don't feel that they can have it. So they say, oh, I am rich, I am rich, I am rich. And they're doing these affirmations. But deep down, they feel like they're not deserving of being rich, or they can't actually be rich. Like they have a kind of doubt that it might not work. So that's definitely a reason why people can't manifest. And I talk about this all the time. You have to feel it. You have to actually truly believe that you are worthy of this money, that you have it, right? That you are abundant. Now, the way that this guy said it, whoever he was doing the affirmations, he said, I don't know word for word, but he said basically that I know I am the universe, right? So, okay, this is something like, okay, we are the universe, right? This is something I'm just going to try to get you to understand. This was the affirmation. Not what everything I'm saying was the affirmation, but he said it way simpler, but I'm going to try to break it down for you. So we are the universe, right? Because the universe created everything. We stem from the universe. We are part of creation. Now, what is this universe? What is this creation? This is God, right? So we are God. Like we are God. We know this, right? If you're listening, you know this, guys. We are God. We are the universe. We are a reflection of the universe. We are the universe. So we are abundant. Because what? Are you trying to say that the universe isn't abundant? The universe isn't prosperous? That the universe is abundant. You want to know why the universe is abundant? Because the universe is abundance. It's not abundant because like, oh yeah, you're abundant. Like it is abundance. Anything that we create, that's what the universe is. So the word abundant, what abundant means is to have plenty of, right? I have an abundant amount of cheese. I don't know. That was something random, but to have a lot of. So when you say I'm abundant, I have a lot. A lot of what? A lot of money, a lot of this, a lot of that. I have a lot. The universe is that a lot. That universe is money. The universe is money. We created money. We are the universe. The universe created money, currency, actual dollar bills, giant houses, cars, wristwatches, everything that you want to create in your life. That is the universe because we created it and we are the universe. So the universe created it, right? Everything is the universe. So the universe is abundant, which means we are also abundant, guys. If you try to say that you're the universe, but you're not abundant, then you're absolutely wrong and you're not seeing the bigger picture. You are as abundant as the universe because you are the universe. So you are worthy of abundance. You are worthy of prosperity, okay? Because you are the universe, right? So why is it that we aren't creating our life? So anyways, that was the affirmation. It was like, I know I am abundant because I am the universe or something like that. And the universe is abundant. That was like the affirmation. And I was like, that's so true. That's absolutely true. And like, just by confirming that with yourself and you feeling that you're true, you're automatically manifesting, guys, because you're aligning yourself with abundance. You're saying, wow, I am the universe. I am abundant. The universe is abundant. How can I not see that I am as abundant as the universe? And once you come into alignment with that, once you feel true to your soul that this is true, that you are as abundant as the universe, you are abundant. You are abundant. Because now you feel that. Now you're aligning yourself with that vibration and that frequency and that reality that you are abundant. because now you're aware of it. Now you know. So again, back to my main question. Why is it that we're not creating our life? Why is it that we don't see this abundance in every second of the day? Why is it that I gotta go through these ups and downs? And why isn't that I don't feel God with me all the time? That I don't feel abundance all the time? That I feel like I'm broke sometimes? Why? Maya. For those of you who don't know who Maya is, she's that bitch down the street. No, I'm joking. My sister's name is actually Maya. It's so funny. I know somebody, I don't think my sister listens to this, but I had, maybe she will, because Maya's definitely going to be in the title of this. I'm going to be talking a lot about Maya. Not my sister, but Maya. But anyways, so I think I was arguing with her, and then somebody I knew, like, was trying to tell me, like, oh, don't worry about her, like, look at her name, Maya, like, she's the illusion. So, anyways, so for those of you who don't know what Maya is the illusion. It is the Hindu term for this illusion. It is created by the universe. So, we have God, right? We have the universe. And then we have God's Maya, God's illusion. And it's the illusion of duality. And this is spoken in Advaita Vedanta, in Hinduism. Advaita Vedanta is a non-dualistic sect of Hinduism. And the temple I was going to in Hollywood was a Vedic temple. So a lot of my studies come from Vedanta. And anyways, so Maya, we have God's illusion. This is the illusion of separateness, of duality. So we cannot see God. We cannot realize God because of this shield illusion that we have. Now, what is the illusion? It's non-duality. It is that we are separate from things. That's why we go through suffering. We go through this and we go through that. We go through poverties. We go through war because we don't see our constant oneness with God, which is love, light, consciousness, unity. And we fight and we do all this stuff and blah, 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 blah. It's all the illusion. This is what we call Maya. So this is why we cannot see God all the time. We don't feel like we're abundant all the time because we have that separateness from God. If we were one with God all the time, like have that unity consciousness, that unity mindset, we would never feel like we're broke or we're poor or we don't have enough or this, because we have plenty. We are God. We have everything. We are the universe. We would never feel any sort of lack or sadness or anger or anything like that, because it's just not, that's in duality. It's not in unity. So, but it's so funny because it is in unity, you know, because duality is in unity. It's so weird. It's such an interesting concept. It's such an interesting, we're living in a reality and set of, what's the word for it? Not an oxymoron. You guys are probably thinking of the word. Paradoxes. This whole entire reality is a paradox. And that is the game, guys. It's a paradox. We are living in multiple paradoxes. And it's okay because it's not even a paradox. Like, they're paradoxes, but they're okay. Like, they're not wrong. Like, it's absolutely true. Like, there are plenty of paradoxes in this universe where both sides are absolutely true. So, it's interesting. But anyway, so I want to talk a little bit about Maya, and the illusion. And also Samsara. Now, Samsara, it's either, I think it may be a Hindu term, or it's more of a Buddhist term or Tibetan term, but probably Hindus say it too, but I've learned samsara from Buddhism. And what samsara is the endless cycle of birth and death. So it's kind of like the what's that snake? What is a snake? What is that called? Oh man, let me look it up. What is the snake called? Let's see. like the endless circle snake. What is that called? Oh my god, why can't I think of it? I know the word, it's just I literally cannot think of it right now. Ouroboros. There you go, Ouroboros. Ouroboros. Now, Ouroboros is basically the same thing as Samsara. It is the cycle of birth and death, the unity of all things, right? So this is what Samsara is. There's the endless cycle of birth and death, but it's all one thing. It's an endless cycle. And it kind of goes along with Maya, because while Samsara is happening, we're going through these endless cycles of birth, we're still in the middle of birth and death. We have to go through all this suffering, all this non-unity stuff, all this dualistic stuff that we have to go through. And I don't know, I feel like they kind of go hand in hand. Now, I'm not too sure why I wanted to talk about this. I just wanted to really let you guys know that that's why you're not creating a reality. And also just to affirm that in your life, because you are the universe, you are abundant, right? So, and the main reason why we can't realize this is Maya. Now, our main goal in spirituality, well, in Hinduism, and now New Age spirituality, right? We want to, I feel like, okay, not everybody really knows what they want to get out of spirituality, right? You have all these people talking about chakras and, lighting incense and saging your room and doing all this cool stuff, all this stuff that you hear about everywhere, right? On social media, your friends are talking about it, your mom's talking about it. But do they really know what is the end goal? Oh, I want to live a happy, peaceful life. Okay, that's great. But originally, it's not like, oh, I want to live a happy, peaceful life. It's to realize moksha. What is moksha? Liberation. Liberation is the end result, enlightenment, right? So we want to realize that unity with God. We want to move past Maya. We want to see past Maya and see that we were always one with the universe, right? That is the goal of these spiritual practices of, getting away energy, all this stuff, so that we can be one with the universe, so we can come into that unity consciousness. So I think it's great. The card that I pulled, I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness, because that's what we're talking about here. How can we get closer to consciousness, right? Well, we have to know that Maya exists, right? That's the first step. Maya exists is the illusion. We are one with God, but we are living in this reality that tells us we are not one with God, that convinces us we are not one with God. So that's what this whole third eye opening thing is, right? The third eye is the eye that you can see through Maya. It is the gateway, guys. It is the gateway. So this is why when you open your third eye, you can see past the illusion. You can see, like, oh, well, I have my third eye open, so I can see that you're lying. Like, you know what I mean. You've heard that the third eye is to see the truth, right? And it's to see past the illusion. Now, that's why, woke people, or, my third eye's open, all that, like, if you're woke and your third eye's open because you see that, there's police brutality, that there's racism. Okay, that's great. Your third eye does not have to be open for you to see that there's racism, that there's police brutality, okay? That is still part of the illusion. You recognizing that is happening, that, somebody's lying, that's still very 3D stuff. Anything that's happening here that you can see and you realize, that is very still here. It has nothing to do with the third eye. That's okay, you're woke, that, like, you're aware of stuff that's happening, but that doesn't mean that you're aware, you're one with God, always, in totality, all the time, every second, So this is what this third eye is, right? So when you practice on it, you do these practices. I'm like squatting right now. This is really cool. When you do these practices, you're strengthening it, you're opening it, and what this means when you're opening, it's not an actual eye, okay? When we talk about the third eye, it's referring to the pineal gland, which is a little thing behind your head that is supposed to be the size of a softball, but it's the size of a peanut right now because of the way that society came back up. Now, I talk about this a little bit in my spiritual rants video, number 1 on YouTube, about the fall of Atlantis. I don't go into it, but I mention that, you know, when humanity fell and we came back up, we didn't come back up in high consciousness. We stayed at these lower states of consciousness because we just didn't come back up well. So that's why our pineal gland is pretty tiny, and it has a lot to do with our breathing as well. So the way energy runs in our body, we can control it and we can enhance it. And that's why we have spiritual experiences when we do certain type of breathing techniques, right? And we're supposed to be breathing through our nose. We became mouth breathers, guys. We became mouth breathers. And we're supposed to be breathing through our nose and through both nostrils. Primarily, we only breathe through one nostril. We have one nostril that is stronger than the other one. That's why we notice when we sleep, one is clogged, or it's like the same one that's always clogged, or we just notice that we breathe primarily through one nostril, and most of us do. Because our sinuses are messed up, we're backed up with mucus, which has a lot to do with energetical stuff, has a lot to do with our own human doing, pollutants, the atmosphere, you know, it's everything that we've done to ourselves that has brought us to this state of consciousness, right? So when you learn how to breathe, blah, 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 that's why, you know, all these people do breathing techniques. Wow, where was I going with that, guys? Here we go. Here's our weekly, Natalia doesn't remember what she's talking about phase. But anyways, okay, so I'm just gonna say, okay, we stopped learning how to breathe like that, or whatever it is that we did, because we did do a lot of we're not up there anymore, guys. Now, I seriously don't. It's okay. It's okay. But anyways, should I pause this? I'm gonna pause this and go back. Let's see. Okay, so I paused it and I went back. And anyways, I was talking about the pineal gland. See, this is great. Yeah, I should be able to, this is why I used to edit the audio, guys, because I would cut out where I would pause it when I forgot what I was talking about. I would go back, listen to what I was talking about, and then I would continue with what I was saying. And then you guys wouldn't even know, because I'm such a good editor. It would just sound like I kept talking, but really I forgot, and then I went back. But yeah, anyways, I gotta try not to do it. It's because I get so caught up in my thoughts that I'm just like blah 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 blah. So yeah, anyways, the pineal gland, that's why it's that size, right? Because we dropped in consciousness, and it had a lot to do with our breathing. Because I think that our sinuses, I'm not too sure, I would have to look at a human like diagram or something, but our sinuses are connected to our pineal gland, and because we stopped breathing through our nose in a certain way, it shrunk and it became all like dried and shriveled up like a raisin or something. Like a raisin in the sun. You guys ever read that book? I read it in high school. It was actually, I didn't really like that book, honestly. I just did it. It was weird. And then it ended all weird. I don't know. Maybe you guys I feel like a lot of people have not read that book, so you probably don't even know what I'm talking about. But it's like a play. And yeah, so anyways, that's what happened to our pineal gland. That's what the pineal gland is. But since it's like I guess if it's also okay. Our pineal gland also, okay, I also get it confused with our pituitary gland, right? I know that was the truth of the pineal gland, but then there's also our pituitary gland, which is also important, and either one of them hold DMT. We all have DMT naturally in us, and that is what controls our dreams. That's why we have dreams, right? But I think if it was bigger, we'd be like extra connected. I don't really know. I can't really say. It's beyond space and time. Which is also another thing I wanted to mention about the freaking aliens. Okay, but before I get into that, So yeah, anyways, the third eye, that is to see beyond Maya, to see past the illusion, to realize your oneness with God at all times, right? So this is why these chakras are hard to open. So we have the main ones, right? Supposedly, I did the chakra episode, but this is how it goes, right? This is what is told. This is the story, right? So we have the main 7 ones, right? Apparently, I know personally, well, I don't know personally, I haven't seen them, but I've heard that there are 144 chakras. I think there are 144 dimensions. Yeah, and then like 144 meridians. Like there's 144 a lot of things in our life. But we have 7 main ones that are in our body, right? So we have the root chakra, the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown. So the main first 3 chakras, the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus, those 3 are what holds us to this physical reality. Mainly, because this whole body holds us to this physical reality. But it has a lot to do with, the physical body, being grounded, survival, sexuality, inner confidence, emotions. It's very human stuff. But then when you move towards the throat, the heart chakra, love, the throat chakra, communication. Communication sounds a little human, but definitely the heart chakra, love. And then we have the third eye, which is to see past the illusion, right? So, and then we have the crown chakra, which is understanding, to be. When you open the crown chakra, that's like enlightenment. That's basically, if you guys ever seen the Avatar, when they had that chakra episode with the Avatar, and he wouldn't open his crown chakra because that meant letting go. That meant letting go of the physical dimension, realizing that everything is impermanent and he doesn't own anything. And he didn't want to open up the crown chakra because he didn't want to let go of stupid Katara. I mean, she's OP sometimes. I mean, okay, no, she is OP. She's freaking master waterbender, and she came through with that healing water. But anyways, yeah, so he didn't want to open. I started thinking about Avatar. That's why I stopped it. It was just running in my head. It's so weird. But yeah, that's why he didn't want to open his crown chakra, because he didn't want to let go of Katara. And that's what it is, letting go of what you don't actually own, letting go of this physical dimension, realizing that you are one with God. You are the Avatar, right? So that's the main one. That is enlightenment. So those main ones you can't really open those until you balance the lower chakras. Once you come into full alignment with your physical reality and there's no more resistance, then you can move on to the higher dimensions. So I think that these chakras kind of go in alignment with certain dimensions. The lower chakras are the lower dimensions. They have to do with the 3D. Maybe the third chakra, the solar plexus, is the 3D. And then when you move up, we have the 5th dimension, the 6th dimension, and we kind of move up in dimensions and frequency. It's 1144. Maybe that confirms it. Who knows? I do use synchronicities as confirmation, but I have just been getting a lot of synchronicities in general. So it could either just be like, nah, I'm a synchronicity, or it could be like, you are right. But yeah, anyway, that was a little bit on that. What I wanted to mention about time and space and about the aliens is that I did mention in the last episode that aliens are multi-dimensional beings. Maybe there are aliens on other planets that are physical aliens on this physical dimension. But I think that aliens are multi-dimensional, and we can't even, because they're multi-dimensional, we can't comprehend them because they're beyond time and space. So even when I try to talk about aliens or try to explain them or what I see, say maybe I had an alien experience, right? In this dream that I had, the dream that I told you guys about in last episode, I had a dream that I kept going, I had multiple dreams that I kept going back to the certain space, and then I had a random insight of, maybe it was an alien experience, and it was very odd, and I felt very weird and peculiar, how I usually feel in weird alien times. But if I did have a dream with them, if I did meet aliens and, actually through my dreams, I wouldn't be able to comprehend it when I wake up, because how I had that experience was not with my physical brain. It was with my consciousness in another dimension, right? So when I move back into this human body, I'm not going to be able to comprehend the experience or even them in general, because they are beyond time and space. And our brains are not beyond time and space. Our brains are here in the 3D, in this physical dimension. So I can only perceive things that I'm able to perceive in this 3D realm, right? So that's just something I wanted to mention, that, you know, we might have these experiences with them, but we might not be able to actually comprehend what happened, because our brains just can't actually comprehend it, like, physically. And this was even said by I don't know if it's physicists or like scientists or whoever, but I've also read that in an article, and I was like, this is so true. And I always referred to that with God, right? We can never comprehend God because, because God is everything. God's everything. When you say God is everything, omnipresent, right? And I read this in Bhakti or Devotion by Swami Vivekananda. He says, when you say God is omnipresent, how can you even imagine what omnipresent means? Omnipresence is an all-seeing, all there, all present force. But all, like everything, even things that we can't even imagine, like we can't physically imagine. So we can't actually think of, like, we can only think so much about God, but we can't actually perceive what God actually is, because God is everything, like, but we can't perceive. It's insane. And I realized this in my first acid trip, guys. And it was funny because I recorded it on my video camera, and I said this into the video camera. And I said it in the video camera, and I was like, you know, I'm thinking about the universe, and I can't even say universe, because just by trying to refer to the universe as universe, like, that's just limiting what the universe is. And when I hear that, you know, it feels so home to me. You know, I say universe all the time, I say God all the time, I say uni all the time, but that doesn't even amount to actually what the universe is. Like, just by saying the universe, it's limiting, because it's way more than this word universe. Like, I can't even call it universe, because it's everything. It's all the words that I speak, all the sounds that come out of my mouth, everything that I feel, everything I hear, see, touch, taste, and beyond that, because those are only my senses in this 3D. Like, literally, it's crazy. If you guys think about this, it's crazy. I talk to myself about this all the time. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to say about the aliens. I don't think we can perceive them. I also, what did I hear? I think I heard something. Oh, so I posted this picture. It's so interesting. I posted this picture on my story of, like, these laser beams. I don't know if I mentioned this in my last episode, of these giant laser beams, like, going into the earth, and like, oh, they said the fires started from a gender reveal party. I call bullshit. And then it's like giant lasers, like, starting fires on earth, or something crazy, like, you know, it's like some government shit. That's what it says. But then I go in the comments, right, and somebody said, this is not the government, this is the number 6 earth. Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can find that comment. I was reading it to Justin yesterday, and it was awesome, because, like, I feel like the aliens are coming. I know they are. I feel them. I hear them. I don't hear them talking, but, oh my gosh, my mom just went on okay. Let me look it up. It was an awesome comment. I was like, this is so great. This is exactly how I feel. Well, I don't really know too much about, like, whatever's happening, but I thought it was great. I thought it was a great comment. Okay, listen to this. I even commented, fuck yeah, back. Nobody said anything. He said, this is not them. This is the 9 ether star family who is getting tired of this system. Nibiru is here. You guys know about Nibiru. I didn't even talk about Nibiru in the last episode. I don't know too much about Nibiru, but I know it's definitely, I don't know if that's where the Anunnaki are from. I know it has to do with Sirius A or Sirius B, or like, what, or Nibiru's next to it, or like Nibiru's as big as the sun, something like that. Nibiru is here, which is why you saw red iron oxide dust in Oregon, and a lot of people are seeing light ships and 2 suns, which is just Nibiru. The elites didn't start this. The planet ecosystem is also shutting down, which is why there's a food shortage. These EVIP entities have no... I don't even know what EVIP is. EVIP entities have no power, because their time is up on this planet. This planet is becoming a higher vibrational planet now, fusing with the he spelled fusing wrong. With the 5D and other dimensions. New Earth is upon us, and those who are not ready and are no natural to this planet will die. Greatness is coming. But I thought that was crazy, because, you know, like, I mean, it's somebody else is feeling it, at least, that the freaking aliens are here. They're here, guys. I've been seeing posts of all these people posting things like, what are these stars and ships I'm seeing? Or, like, all this stuff in the sky. They're freaking here, guys. I don't care what anybody says. They are here. Like, what else? What else would it be? But why are they here? That's what I want to know. Why are they here? Okay, but anyways, guys, that's what this episode was. I just wanted to, you know, tell you that you are abundant. Why are you not abundant? Why can't you see that? Because of Maya. So opening that third eye, and it doesn't even have to be like you have to do spiritual practices. Just a constant knowing that Maya exists, and then coming into a constant recognition that you are one with God. Remind yourself you are one with God. You are God. So you are as abundant as God. Anyways, so that's your affirmation for the week. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. What are you doing to get closer to consciousness? Are you having spiritual practice? Are you realizing that you are in Maya all of the time? Are you constantly reminding yourself that you are one with God? What do you do to get closer to God? What do you do to get closer to consciousness? Well, this was a great card. I love this deck. This was the first time I ever pulled from this deck, guys, and I'm completely impressed. Like, literally, when I was shuffling it, I felt so connected to these cards, and I was just like, this is going to be a great reading. And it really was. And look, now I can shuffle them so easily. It's like my second time shuffling them, and they're so beautiful. These cards are called The Universe Has Your Back deck, and it's from Gabrielle Bernstein. And the artwork is from Michael Ezra. You are a beautiful artist, Michael Ezra. So yeah, this is great. It's been great, guys. Yep, so watch out for my live streams. I will probably start next week. And I'll announce it on my Instagram. I am done with the PA video. I just have to do the end video because I stopped recording at the end of the trip. And then I gotta kind of do a clip to like close it all off. And yeah, please stay well. If you are by these fires, please wear a mask. Please be safe. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I hope you guys, you know, just love and come into alignment with everything, with the earth, with space and time and everything beautiful. It's so funny. The song is called Your Guru. And Ram Dass, in the non-instrumental version, he goes, "You're a guru. You're a guru. You're a guru." He says that, and I think about this too. He says the guru is always with you. Whether you meet him in this lifetime in a physical presence or not, the guru is always within you. And it's so funny because I feel the guru within me. Like, I don't know if I'll meet my teacher ever. I mean, I have multiple teachers now, but my master, my main teacher, the one that I'm freaking excited to meet, I don't know if I'll ever meet him. Maybe it's a girl in this lifetime. But I learned so much from myself because I know I listen to teachers. I listen to spiritual teachers all the time. And it's one thing to listen to them, but it's another thing to actually have their teachings engraved in your brain, where I don't live their teachings all the time. But when I do something that feels out of alignment with their teachings, I hear the teachings in my head. So it does feel like, you know, it pushes me to keep living as, you know, the teachers teach. but I can also hear the teachings. And I feel like that's the guru, right? But I don't know. Anyways, it's been beautiful. It's 11:55. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Please stay safe. Take care of yourself. Drink water. Eat healthy. Don't do anything crazy, or you can do crazy stuff. Just don't hurt yourself. And yeah, stay inspired. Create something. Give somebody a hug or a handshake if you can't. Inspire somebody. Give somebody a compliment. Be happy. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you next week, or talk to you next week. And I'll be live streaming next week, so I'll even see you next week. It's been great, and thank you so much for listening, guys. I see you. I just got access to all my analytics. I mean, I had them, but now I got like extra access. And I just want to thank every single one of you for supporting me just by listening to this podcast. Please follow me on Instagram. It is Natalia of Earth, Natalia. Sometimes if episodes go up late, I announce it on my Instagram saying that the episode is going to be up later. Or if I do anything new, live streaming or something, it will be announced on my Instagram. My YouTube is World of Natalia. You can find all my links on my Instagram page. My blog is thewritingsofnatalia.wordpress.com. And yeah, thank you so much for listening. Peace.